Hi, welcome all. Glad you're here. Make sure you take notes. We're not ready to start just yet. We're going to wait a few minutes just to let people who might be joining a little bit late or having some trouble logging on or answering the door for DHL. We'll give them just a couple of minutes here before we get started. Hi. Please make sure you may ask a lot of questions today. All right. Ready? Ready? Thank you for joining. I'm sure your schedules are busy and appreciate you taking time with us. There always seems to be a lot to do. Without a doubt, the high technology industry is moving fast. So fast, we have to keep asking ourselves, are we really leading? Are we simply catching up? Or perhaps are we missing some opportunities? Only 2 weeks ago, Microsoft announced its new commerce experience, claiming to be a model of what we are going to be seeing in the industry over the next few years. In reply to that, Jay McBain from Forrester says that this is evidence of a number of predictions that are coming true all at once. He talks about the impact of subscription and consumption models. He talks about marketplaces, the role of distribution, and ecosystems and the partner programs related to them. So it appears that the time is absolutely right and highly relevant for our conversations today. Welcome to EvolvingChannel Summit. I'm Leahanne Hobson, founder and CEO of Alinea Partners. I'll be your host today and tomorrow as we unpack the concept of ecosystems and bring it down to a very practical level. We want to go beyond the trends and the predictions to address real-world commercial implications of embracing ecosystems, actually working with them. And to do that, we've created a forum and we've gathered a number of the industry's best experts for very frank conversations. We will give you the benefit of our combined knowledge based on rolling up our sleeves and working with hundreds of different companies every year. Let's keep in mind today that this is a $60 trillion opportunity. 60 trillion. This is 60 million millions of dollars. This isn't marketing buzz. This is the point where we're going to see who's going to survive in this industry by making changes and who is actually going to suffer from the cost of doing nothing. So my goal for today and tomorrow is to make this real for you so you can think about what you want to do and where you want to play in this market. I will ask many questions of our experts about partnering, creating IP, use cases, and the practicalities of what changes will need to take place in order to participate. But most of all, I'll challenge our experts. I'll be asking them about getting to that first deal and then scaling that success. And you should do that as well. During the lunch, in the networking sessions, and all day on chat. Challenge, ask questions, use this opportunity to get as much out of the session as you can. So let me introduce our speakers and our moderators who will join us today and tomorrow. We are going to start with Vince Menzioni, the founder and CEO of Ultimate Partnerships. He has worked with everyone: startups, nonprofits, turnarounds, large corporations. But most recently, he spent 9 years driving Microsoft's public sector business to $4.6 billion globally. Following Vince, we'll speak with Bob Moore, co-founder and CEO of Crossbeam. Now, Bob is a serial entrepreneur, and recently or previously founded RJ Metrics, which was bought by Adobe, and Stitch Data, which was bought by Talent. When he's not actually starting and selling companies, he's publishing in the New York Times, TechCrunch, and Forbes. So when Bob speaks, people tend to listen. Then I'm very excited to speak with John Guido, CEO of P2P Global, who has spent many years in the high-tech industry. And when I first met him in 2019, this was before everyone was talking about ecosystems, and he had founded P2P Global. I'm very happy to have him back today to talk about his collaborative marketplace for solution providers and how his experience at IBM, helping to establish multi-million-dollar partnerships, has actually enabled him to go on and build this ecosystem. We'll then have a short break where you'll be able to meet other people, network, ask questions, take a bit of a break, and then we'll dive into P2P, partner to partner. And this is where Cassandra Golson, co-founder and CEO of PartnerTap, is going to join us to talk about the experience she acquired in sales while working for Core Technologies and how she took that learning and started a company with it. So PartnerTap is another platform for P2P ecosystem business development. And she'll get into details around how she started it and what is actually being accomplished in her ecosystem today. And then we'll get into how channel sales is evolving. And my questions and your questions will be answered by the author of the best-selling book about sales in this decade. Tony Hughes is the author of Tech-Powered Sales. He has more than 35 years of experience in corporate and sales leadership, and he has developed a base of more than 800,000 fans globally. Our second to last interview will be with Anton Liffen, founder and CEO of Eshgro, a Microsoft MSP based in the Netherlands. He'll give us the facts around how he transformed his company by building and scaling his own IP. So he really went from transactional into a much more profitable business model. He's going to get into the details of how he identified his own IP and then used it to make customers more loyal and increase profits. It's a really exciting session. And then our final interview will be with Joyce Hoffman, who will take that profitability discussion a step further. Joyce is Associate Director, Global Infrastructure as a Service at Ingram Micro Cloud, and she's responsible for driving go-to-market and sales for the full cloud portfolio. And she is sitting in the middle of transforming Ingram Micro into a powerful ecosystem today. After all these sessions, which will be packed with great insights, I hope, and lots of questions from you, we're going to ask the speakers back on stage to do a live speaker roundtable. So join us at the roundtable and get all of your questions answered. Make sure you type in to the chat anything you want to know. And we'll, again, hear our experts not only speak and answer their own questions, but also have some cross conversations and debates amongst the team. To wrap up, join me and part of the Alinea Partners team in a networking session where you can ask questions, give your feedback, and meet new people. And we will share with you some of our observances and some of the research that we've conducted and results of it based on what is happening overall in the high technology business. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. We'll be back with a live roundtable with our sponsors on stage for a session hosted by Christian Hess, Senior Advisor at Alinea Partners. And then I'll join you again for the closing. Together with my colleagues, Balint Ladany and Christian Hess, we're going to wrap up this exciting event and give you some of our thoughts as to what the most important takeaways will be. So once again, thank you for joining, and a warm welcome to EvolvingChannel Summit. I can't wait to get started and to spend the next day and a half with you. So let's give a warm welcome to our first speaker. Vince,